Welcome back to another special video of the Hockey Nation live show. Today, we talk about the NHL and the Seattle Kraken, the most important date for the next couple of weeks in NHL for the Seattle Kraken. So don't go nowhere. Welcome back to another special video of the Hockey Nation live show. This is your hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy, back in the house. Today we make a video about the NHL and the Seattle Kraken. We are about around the middle of June, and we know for the next 6-7 weeks is going to be really busy in NHL with the expansion draft, the Stanley Cup. We have also the everything about the NHL draft. And more I want to sharing with you a couple of things about the date, so maybe that will help you to understand what is coming at the end of the season for NHL. So let's dive in right away about the first thing I want to talk to you is, first of all, the new expansion draft, the details, and important summer date to remember. This is all about today. So let's start with this one over there. Seattle can do an 8 years max deal. The Seattle RFA, the UFA interview period are the date 18 to July 21st, and they are at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. The Seattle buy out a rule, a Kraken cannot buy out a player they select in the expansion draft until the summer of 2022. So what happening there during the expansion draft, if they pick any players for any team, they cannot buy a contract as a buyout until summer 2022. I think it's really important to understand that situation. Let's move on to the next one. July 13, the deadline for club to ask a player to waive is no move clause for the sole purpose of being exposed and expansion draft. So what's all about, coach? So if you have a players with an NMC, a no clause movement contract, but that's what they are talking about. Example like Sergei Popowski, they need to ask him if he wants to be exposed to the draft for the Seattle Kraken. So the deadline is July 13. The deadline 24 hours after the conclusion of the Stanley Cup Finals. First buyer period begin. Could be a busy one this year as the flat cap will continue to impact club. We know with the impact with the salary cap is really hard, so you're going to see a couple of more move right away after the 24 hours after the Stanley Cup. July 16, last day of the team to place a player on the waiver prior to the expansion draft. Trade waiver freeze at noon 20 Eastern Time. So again, it's a situation where the team can put someone on the waiver list, everything like that. July 16, also the deadline for players to agree to waive the no-move clause for the expansion draft. So I just want to mention that part over there. So hopefully you understand. So they started 13 and they finished the 16. Let's move on to the next one over there. The July 17 at 3 o'clock Eastern Time to July 22nd at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Trade freeze among the 31 team in NHL. Seattle is allowed to make trade with any club during this time. Deadline for club to ask a player to waive this normal clause for the sole purpose being exposed and the expansion draft. The July 17 at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Firm deadline for each club to submit its expansion draft protection list to the Central Registry and the NHLPA. July 17, that's the last day for the NHL to show their protection list, everything like that. Let's move on to the next one. July 18, at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, deadline for the Central Registry to approve is sent out the protection list to all NHL teams, including Seattle, of course, and the NHLPA. So it's showing to everybody the list of each team. July 18, opening of the RFA UFA interview period for Seattle, as discussed above. Again, this will be also until July 21st at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. The deadline for the Seattle to submit is expansion draft selection to the Central Registry and the NHLPA. Also at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, the deadline for the Kraken to submit a contract for any toes pending RFA and UFA they have been able to sign during the interview period. That's what I would just mention to you guys. The next one I want to talk about The NHL announced the expansion draft result at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, July 23rd. NHL Android draft round number first. The July 24th, the NHL Android draft round 2nd to 7. And July 26th, deadline for the qualifier offer. That's what happening after that for the UFA. 27 is first buyout period and at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. The July 27 also a team ability to offer an 8 years max deal to his own pending UFA expire at 12 midnight at Eastern Time. Finally, 28 opening of the free agency at noon Eastern Time for everybody, for any players. So it will be a very busy day. So what we're going to do here on the Hockey National Show, we're going to do a nice presentation live about the UFA period, every movement. We're going to try to do the best live also for the draft. And everything we can bring to you. July is going to be a very busy day for the Hockey Nation Live Show. But before we leave, we want to invite you. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe to our YouTube channel on the Hockey Nation Live Show. We produce a lot of video like we do right now to you guys. And hopefully you enjoy this. Don't forget to click on the likes and make your comments about the situation and NHL. So thanks again for watching another great video of the Hockey Nation Live Show. And like we do at the end of each video, remember, you have what, coach? Of course, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great day. Look forward to see you next time. Bonne journée, mes amis. On se revoit un peu plus tard.